New affordable housing, Reforest the Bluegrass, and the Citizens Environmental Academy. This and more up next on this week's edition of Lexington Now. I'm Neil Noah, and this is Lexington Now. Lexington is adding 81 new apartments to its growing inventory of affordable housing with the groundbreaking on Arlington Lofts on North Limestone. Mayor Jim Gray was on hand for the ceremony.
This neighborhood is making real progress, and we are here today to build on that progress. We are breaking ground on Arlington Lofts. That was an applause line. How about that? Thank you all very much. 2 mixed-use buildings, one on either side of the church, representing a total of 8,500 square feet of commercial space, 26 studio and 55 one-bedroom apartments. Affordable. All tenants will meet income requirements.
What this project means to this community is, as people continue to move in the North Lime corridor, whether they want to be closer to downtown or closer to local businesses, this means that there will be some new affordable units available for them. My grandparents lived just a block up on North Limestone, and if they were still alive, I think they would be amazed by how this community has continued to reinvent itself.
This morning is a momentous one for the dream we've had for Arlington Lofts, but more importantly for this neighborhood, for the city of Lexington, and those whose quality of life will be enhanced by modern, efficient, high-quality affordable housing. We firmly believe that mixed-use, higher density development within the urban service boundary is the smartest way to meet the needs of a vibrant and growing city while preserving the surrounding environment that makes us so distinctive. But today, this type of development is not the easiest. This groundbreaking required the time, commitment, and resources of many players to overcome financial and regulatory hurdles to show that developments like Arlington Lofts are a realistic path forward. We have known for nearly a decade that affordable options for renters inside New Circle Road were severely limited. When this project is complete in the spring of 2019, it will have 81 studio and one-bedroom units where rent, including utilities, will range from $550 to $700 a month. All of these units will be restricted by deed for those who qualify for affordable housing. Additionally, these buildings will include over 8,500 square feet of street-level commercial in arguably the city's most vibrant and changing downtown neighborhood. We believe that Arlington Lofts will represent a bellwether of smart urban development that offers working people, retirees, young professionals, and legacy residents of this neighborhood an affordable option for living that offers walking proximity to downtown and enhanced neighborhood services. It is a model that we hope to repeat in many other locations.
On a count of 3, let's throw it out to the press. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Reforest the Bluegrass will be here again soon, and you can be a part of one of Lexington's most popular environmental initiatives, now in its 19th year.
We've been doing Reforest the Bluegrass this will be our 20th planting. Next year will be our 20th anniversary. This stemmed out of a need to help our waterways become healthy, and one of the best ways to do that is to replant areas with trees. So this started with David Gabbard back in the late 1990s, and we've been doing it ever since. We're here at Veterans Park. This has been actually planted twice to Reforest the Bluegrass in the past, but we're here today because with the new sewer lines that have gone in around the city, a lot of the trees here were destroyed, and so we're trying to replenish that area. So that's why we're here at Reforest. The new sewer lines went through this area behind me, and so we're going to put up some new trees to help with some flooding issues and just to regreen this section of Veterans Park. With our Reforest the Bluegrass plantings, we start them all with what are considered whips. They are 1-year tree seedlings. We tend to keep species native, and we try to work with species that really like water areas. They start out very small, roughly about that size to that size, and then within 5 to 10 years they can be 8, 10, 12, 15 foot and taller. You can go back to some of our old Reforest the Bluegrass sites. Some of our big successes are Masterson Station, other parts of Veterans Park here, and Wellington Way. Wellington Way was planted in 2005, 2006, and then Masterson Station, I believe, was planted in 2000 maybe, and those are pretty well full-grown forests at this point, creating a lot of habitat and a lot of water uptake and really limiting the amount of overflow and in those areas and creating a lot of wildlife habitat. So they are very small when they go in. We do expect a lot of succession, which means that a lot of them won't make it, but that's part of growing in a forest, and they compete with each other, and that's what makes the trees that stay healthier. They do tend to grow pretty fast. Some of them, we have sycamore and bald cypress that go into our forest, and black locust, and those should show up as a forest pretty quickly. We've done 3 years out at Heisel Park as well, and those are all pretty small if you want to go see some of the early stages of our reforest events. To get some details about our event this year, again, it is located here at Veterans Park. We are on the Rockbridge side of Veterans Park, though we will still do our main tent, and parking will all be in the main part of the park over behind the baseball fields. We'll have shuttles, or we'll have directions to get over here. We have a tent where you can go and sign in, and there'll be all kinds of vendors. You can get all kinds of tree information there. We do have kids workshops, building bird houses and little pine cone feeders for your birds for your take home. It is April 14th. It'll be from 9 until 1 o'clock that day. And you can go to our Facebook page, livegreenlexington.com, or on Facebook, and you can sign up that way. In the past, we have done Eventbrite signups, but we decided not to do that this year. You don't have to come with a ticket, and you don't have to sign up ahead of time. You can do it on site that day. The early sign up just kind of gives us a heads up on a roundabout number of people to expect for the event. We will have coffee and donuts, and we have a lot of donations that come that day. So you can come hungry. There'll be pizza here for everybody, and come plant a bunch of trees. If you can, make sure to bring gloves to keep your hands warm, and sometimes your hands get worn out sometimes planting a little bit, but we will have what's called dibble bars to help put the trees into the ground, and we'll have training, and so you just really need to bring you. It is a family-friendly event. We encourage children to come. It's a great kind of tie-in to kids and nature. There may be weather. Keep an eye out for that, so just come prepared. Raincoats are helpful. We will plant, rain or shine. And it's a great experience and a really, really good community event. So we encourage you to come out and help us reforest the bluegrass.
And speaking of environmental initiatives, there's still time to enroll in the Citizens Environmental Academy. The Academy is designed to educate and inform citizens about the various environmental concerns around them.
You may have heard about the Citizens Police Academy and Fire Academy, where a group of citizens is chosen to go through and learn about the police and fire's activities in the city and what they do. Well, we now have the Citizens Environmental Academy, and it will run one Saturday a month from May through October, and you'll learn about all of the different environmental initiatives within the city. We knew that Lexington had a lot to offer as far as environmental initiatives go. So a lot of people don't know, they might know that we recycle and they know how trash collection happens, but they haven't seen what goes on behind the scenes. And they definitely haven't spent a lot of time thinking about the sewer pipes that run under the ground and that are under our roads and houses every day. And they definitely probably don't spend too much time thinking about urban forestry or how we care for our trees that go along roadways and that are in our parks. So this is just an opportunity for people to learn about Lexington's environmental initiatives and also to have a chance to implement their own environmental project in Lexington. Applications are due on March 30th, and we will choose a number of Lexington citizens to go through the academy. You'll get to do a tour of the wastewater treatment plant and of the recycling center. You'll learn about our urban forestry program and all of the other environmental initiatives that the city has. At the end of the academy, you'll have 6 months to implement an environmental project that you and your group of other students will choose to do in Lexington. Right now, the first Citizens Environmental Academy is going through their project phase, and there are 5 different projects, and there are a couple of them that have to do with recycling and how to recycle things that aren't accepted through the city system, and also just helping people who have recently moved to Lexington, who are new homeowners, learn more about our recycling program and what we offer. And then we have a Safe Streets project to improve pedestrian safety. And then we have 2 projects that are actually out at McConnell Springs. One is to have a tree crutch for the bur oak out there, and that's basically what it sounds like. It's a device to help hold up the tree since the bur oak is enormous and getting older, and it just needs some extra help to be stabilized. And the other one is a water project that has to do with the blue hole at McConnell Springs and just restoring the banks around it to improve water quality. And we even provide some funding for the projects so that citizens can really get something great out of it. So if you're interested, please apply at our website because we would love to have you at the Citizens Environmental Academy.
St. Patrick's Day is almost here, and we'll tell you what's in store for Lexington's celebrations after the break.
This is Tom Leach. A team plays their best when they're prepared. They have a plan so they know what to do to win. Just like a winning team, your family needs to be prepared for emergencies, severe weather, power outages, flooding, and fires. The Kentucky Emergency Management Association, along with your local emergency management agency, want you to be prepared. Be aware of potentially dangerous conditions. Put together an emergency kit for your home, office, and vehicle. Have a family emergency plan and update it regularly. For more information, visit BeReadyLexington.com.
We have an abundance of beauty and natural resources here in the Bluegrass. More miles of running water than any state in the continental U.S. You may not know it, but all our creeks and streams catch water directly from storm sewers on our streets. That means when someone tosses a cigarette butt on Main or Vine, chances are good it'll end up in Town Branch. Leave some pet waste on a sidewalk near Versailles Road, it goes into Wolf Run Creek. So please, don't trash the Bluegrass.
Welcome back to the show. St. Patrick's Day is this weekend, and our annual festival and parade, which this year happens on St. Patrick's Day itself, March 17th, promises to be a great one. We spoke to Lisa Hindley-Betts and Megan Maloney about the festivities.
We are really excited to invite everyone downtown to Lexington's St. Patrick's Day celebration this year on the day. On St. Patrick's Day, Saturday, March 17th. We're kicking off our festivities at the Robert F. Stevens Courthouse Plaza at about 11 o'clock with the kickoff to our festival.
Yep, we're going to do the Blessing of the Keg at 11 o'clock, and then the Bluegrass Ceilidh Academy hit the stage first, and then 1 o'clock the parade starts until that goes till like 2 o'clock, and then back to the festival. And there's lots of local vendors, food, everything for the kids you can imagine. It'll be a lot of fun. And even if the weather's bad, if there's a little bit of rain, which is okay, they'll be under tents. So we've got that covered.
So some of the highlights of the day include not only the kickoff for the festival, which is the Blessing of the Keg. This is the Alltech St. Patrick's Day Parade, and they are bringing a barrel of their finest for us to bless and to share. And we are going to be having not only them, but all kinds of food vendors throughout the day. The festival includes performances from local Irish dance schools, pipe bands, Liam's Fancy, which is a local Irish music band, and wraps up with a band coming in from out of town called the Bold Roberts, which is another Irish music band that we
And I think they've got like a bit of bluegrass in there too. So
Exactly.
we get the Irish and the Kentucky mix in there, so that'd be good.
We really hope that everyone comes down and joins us. Again, the parade kicks off at 1 o'clock, and that's always such a great thing. This is our 39th year of doing the parade. It is actually one of the longest running civic events in Lexington. So we're really looking forward to having so many folks join us downtown. Again, rain or shine, we're going on, and hopefully rain or shine, we can get folks
And it's
downtown.
on the actual day, which is going to make it a bigger day, I think.
Downtown's going to be just great that weekend, because not only do we have the parade and festival, you've got the Sweet 16 going on, you've got Comic-Con going on, so it's just going to be, you know, a great time to be downtown and really get to celebrate, you know, the heart of Lexington.
And thank you to all our sponsors who make this possible. Coolmore have sponsored us for many years, and so has McCarthy's Irish Bar, Fulcher the Irish Import Shop, the Renaissance Festival, Alltech, of course. Thank you to everybody, big and small, who helps us put this on.
And Lisa and I are both board members for the Bluegrass Irish Society, and the Irish Society is, you know, the organizing partner. And of course, we couldn't do this without the City of Lexington and Lexington Parks and Recreation. They really are the ones who are sponsoring the event, getting it on the ground, and getting it going. You can find out about everything that's going on, our schedule of events, on our website, which is lexingtonstpatsparade.org. And then you can also find us on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter at Lex St. Pat's Parade. So we hope you'll find us online. We hope you'll join us downtown.
These days, it seems most everyone is active on some form of social media, but did you know there's a social media platform designed specifically for neighborhoods? It's called Nextdoor. Jennifer Myatt fills us in.
Lexington has recently joined the Nextdoor social network, and if you're not familiar with Nextdoor, it's a social media site kind of like Facebook and Twitter, except that it's based on your neighborhood. So when you sign up to join, you'll put in your address, and the people in your network will be your neighbors and people who are close by to you, who live near you. And it's all sorts of different things that would apply to your neighborhood. People who are looking for lost pets, people who are looking for recommendations for different businesses or different types of services, all sorts of things. And so the city has joined Nextdoor in order to better communicate with neighbors about things going on in their neighborhoods. The city has what's called an agency Nextdoor account, and that means that we can post to everybody in the city of Lexington, but we can't see any of your posts. The only posts we see are if you reply to our posts. The city's plan for Nextdoor is to use our account to help keep you informed about events and happenings around the city. So we might use it to tell you if there's upcoming volunteer or public events. We might tell you if your waste management collection day is going to change due to holidays or for other reasons. We can give you weather updates. Most importantly, we can tailor messages that go to just small neighborhood groups. So if you have an upcoming sanitary sewer project or other construction project in your neighborhood, we can let you and your neighbors know, and it'll just be specific to your all's neighborhood. This is also helpful if we're going to put in a new traffic sign or anything like that, so that we can update small groups of people and not everybody like we would do on Facebook and Twitter. So what you see will be more specific to what you're interested in. You don't choose who you see or what you see. So you don't have to sign up or follow us to see our posts. You will automatically get our posts and get our updates from the city when you join Nextdoor as a member of Lexington.
There are quite a few meetings on our televised schedule this week, including the Planning and Public Safety Committee and the Council work session on Tuesday, and the Police and Fire Pension Board meeting and the Board of Architectural Review on Wednesday. As always, you can watch these meetings live as well as our other programming right here on Lex TV channel 185 or on our live stream, and find any meeting archived at lexingtonky.gov/LexTV or find our other programming on our YouTube channel at Lex TV. That's all for this edition of Lexington Now. Keep up with us all week long on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at our handle @LexRex, or get a bird's eye view on our live traffic cams on the city's website, lexingtonky.gov. For the staff and producers at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.